predestined us for adoption to sonship through Jesus Christ in accordance with his pleasure and will. How old were you when you were adopted?
I was 2 weeks old.
Wow, where were you adopted from?
I was adopted from Las Vegas, Nevada.
Has your name always been Lydia, or kind of what is the story?
No, my name has not always been Lydia. My birth mom's name was Aria, and so that's what she wanted me. But then on my birth certificate, it just said Baby X on it, and then at the court, my parents changed it to Lydia.
Was your adoption open or a closed adoption?
Because of the circumstances of the adoption, it was closed.
Okay, do you want to have connection with your birth mom?
That's something I've wrestled with for a long time. Because of the circumstances, I think it would be hard for her to have that contact. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe someday.
Why did your parents decide that they wanted to adopt?
So I have 3 older non-adopted sisters, and then I have an adopted older brother. And they always had a heart for adoption, and they wanted more kids, and my mom wasn't able to have any more. And when they adopted my brother, they didn't want him to be the only one that was adopted. They didn't want him to kind of like feel left out. And so they decided that they would adopt another one.
So how is your family dynamic? Like, what is it like having your 3 older white sisters and then your older brother?
Well, my 3 older sisters are quite a lot older than me, so they weren't really in the house when I was growing up. So that dynamic wasn't too weird. I never felt too weird to have white siblings, like it just was normal. And then having my brother was always nice. It was like, okay, there's another brown one, like there's 2 of us. We were kind of like a little group, so
yeah,
it never was too strange. It's a little bit hard because being an adopted black person into a white family, you're raised with the white culture and white people all around you, but you're never white enough to fit in. And then with black friends and their family and their cultures, you're never black enough to fit in there either. So you're kind of always stuck in the middle between both worlds, not really sure where you fit in on either side. So that was really something that was there.
Is that something that still sort of can happen today, or is it more when you were younger?
It can still happen today, but I think about it less today. As I've gotten older, I haven't struggled as much with those identity issues, I guess. I kind of sorted through those when I was younger. So it's not something that, that really I struggle with right now.
So
the only thing I remember that was like really bothered my brother and I was when people would talk about our real families. And we were both adopted as babies, so we never really knew our birth parents. And so we felt like our adopted parents were our real families. And so it was always a little strange when they asked us like, oh, like that's not your real mom because she doesn't look like you.
Okay, do you want to have connection with your birth mom, or?
That's something I've wrestled with for a long time. Because of the circumstances, I think it would be hard for her to have that contact. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe someday.
Where are you from?
I'm from Port-au-Prince, Haiti.
And then how old were you when you were adopted?
I was 5, turning 6. Adopted when I was 5, and they had 2 kids of their own, so I had 2 brothers. And then 2 years later, they adopted another boy from Haiti. So I had 3 brothers growing up.
What is the story behind your name?
I was born with the name Tarmine Guichette, and they changed my name to Anna Dursey when I was like 8 or 9. And I lived with that family for 7 years, and then they sent me to a boarding school here in Kansas. So I just completed my high school here and then came to Sterling.
Do you remember the adoption process at all?
I know that they had a lady come visit me just to kind of get to know me before they came to like get me, I guess. This is me when I was in the orphanage. I was, I don't know how, like 2 or 3, I guess.
Do you remember the orphanage name?
There are things I do remember, but there's a lot I also don't remember. And I don't remember a whole lot. I just know we had to go to court a few times. And this is a picture of me the day that I left. I guess my mom was saying goodbye. We were just kind of... I don't even remember this day, honestly. I just kind of... Like, I didn't know this day happened until I saw the picture, so...
Do you have contact with your mom?
I do, actually. For a long time I didn't, but like a year ago maybe, she found me on Facebook, so...
Oh, wow. How was that whole experience?
I don't know, I didn't really want to accept it at first, but I kind of, like, I tried not to think about it too much, because she just kept messaging me. I was like, I don't want to do this yet, but...
So have you guys met in person since then?
No.
Are you just communicating through Facebook?
This is another picture, I guess. Okay. I don't really remember her too much. So.
You want contact, or you
I didn't at first, like, it was just...
didn't want contact?
Yeah, I didn't really want the reality of it, to think that, oh, this is the lady who, like, basically gave me up.
Feel like you have a place that you're from and stuff?
I never know how to answer that question just because I've been so many different places, but it's awkward for me almost because I'm like, they're not really my family anymore, so I can't be like, oh yeah, my family's in Washington, so I can't. So I'm like, I'm from Haiti, so it's not a lie, I guess.